We're going to use the Arduino motor shield, which is going to make our life a lot easier to wire these and program the DC motors. So you'll see I already have a note on the screen here. Only works when using Arduino motor shield. There are other motor shields. There's other drivers you can use. It makes life a little bit harder. Now we're going to focus on just doing a single motor right now. So I'm calling it motor A. It's already pre-done for motor A, which pins you have to use. So to change motor A's direction, you're using pin 12, and to change its speed, you're going to use pin 3. And you're going to use PWM, and so because of that, we can do an analog read from 0 to 256. So that's all the lead-up information we need. Now we can actually start programming this. Now we're going to be turning these motors different directions, on and off, different speeds all the time. So we're going to want to make variables for our pins for sure. So I'm going to go int, I'm going to say dir A, and that is pin 12. And then I'm going to go another int, and I'm going to say speed A, and that is pin 3. Now both of these are going to be outputs. So I'm going to say pin mode, and then we'll say our dir A is an output, and we're going to say that our speed A is also an output. So that's all we need for the setup. Now we can actually go and make the motors work. So you can see I already wrote some notes here in the loop. I want to make the motor go forward for 3 seconds, stop for 1 second, and then back for 3. To make the motor move forward for 3 seconds, I'm going to go digital right, and I'm going to say that this is my direction A, and I want that to be high. And then, so that should make it go forwards. And now I want to choose its speed. So because of that, I'm going to go analog right. And this is because it's a PWM pin. And I'm going to say speed A. And now we can give it the speed we want. I'll say 200 here. And this motor is just going to go forward indefinitely at this point. Because I want it to stop after 3 seconds, I'll put my delay here. And I'll say this is 3000 milliseconds. After those 3 seconds, I want it to stop. So I don't need to change its direction. I just need to change the speed. So I'm going to go analog right. And we're looking at our speed A. And I'm just put it to 0. So no speed. And we'll put a delay there as well to make that work for 1 second. So 1000 milliseconds. Finally, the last part is to make it run backwards. So we are going to change our dir A to low this time. So I'm going to go digital right. And I'll say dir A, and it's going to be low. And then I'll change its speed as well. So analog right. And I'm going to say this is the speed A. And we'll put 200. You're going to note this isn't negative 200 because that would not make it go backwards. It's this digital right that's going to reverse the motor's direction. Now I do want this to happen for 3 seconds. So I'm going to go delay 3 seconds. So try this out. It may work perfectly. It may do the complete opposite of what you want. If it's the opposite of what you want, you need to flip the leads. So the positive goes to the negative, negative goes to the positive. Or you can just flip this from high to low, and then this would become high. The motor doesn't care which direction is low, which direction is high. It's only for programming. So I would just make sure that in your head it makes sense. So if both motors, low should make the motor go the same direction. It's going to make your life a lot easier. But otherwise, we're fully done motor A, and all you need to worry about is motor B now. For motor B, the only difference is which pins you use. So motor B, I'm going to say that the direction is pin 13, and then the speed for that one is on pin 11, which is also a PWM pin. Now I'm not going to walk you through coding it because it's the exact same thing. You do the pin mode, you can control the directions. I would make a variable again, maybe call it dir B, speed B, and that's it. You're set and ready to use this for any projects you want to.